of the dispute. Let's return now to Edo State, the governorship election there, where a civil society organization, the Committee for the Protection of People's Mandate, has described the peaceful and successful conduct of the recently concluded governorship election and announcement of result as a reflection of the will of the people. That's according to a press release by the executive director of the group, Nelson Ekujumi. The group commended INEC for its professionalism during the election. It noted that based on its observation and monitoring of reports from the field on the day of election, its findings revealed that INEC staff deployed for the exercise exhibited a high level of understanding of their functions and equipment for accreditation. The CPPM also commended the people of Edo State for coming out to cast their vote freely. However, the group condemned the incidents of vote buying which occurred during the polls, adding that it's a stain on the national integrity and democracy. In Kwara State, Governor Abdulrazaq has sworn in the newly elected local government chairman 2 days after their election. The APC won all the chairmanship and councillorship election across the 16 local government areas, as well as the 193 wards in the state on Saturday. Governor Abdulrazaq asked them to be sensitive to the current economic reality and prioritize the welfare of the people. He advised them to work with everyone in their communities and be conscious of their legacies. He equally enjoined the local government chairman to explore areas of cooperation and prove to the people that they truly deserve their offices.
As the economy undergoes reforms, this has brought some inconveniences to people. Please be sensitive to the realities of this time. Don't indulge yourself while people struggle for basic needs.
So I want to delve into agriculture in a large scale that will bring out the best quality we can produce in our area so that we can feed our local government, we can feed Kwara State and the nation at large. Also, the welfare of my people is very, very paramount.
What we've been doing, we don't know how to do any other thing than good and to develop Kwara and to take Kwara to the next level. We are promising Kwarans a new lease of life where everybody will be placed.
The advice is for them to follow the momentum and ensure that the ceiling is not, they do not come below the bar. Across strata, they must continue to meet people's yearning and aspiration. They must continue to be sensitive to their environment and continue to deliver the dividends of democracy to the people of Kwara State.
Let's return to our coverage of the Edo State governorship election. Professor Kayode Shola is back online. Prof, I was asking you earlier if you've been able to identify any form of improvement in this election relative to the previous ones. Prof, what are the highlights for you from this Saturday election? Let's get back to him subsequently.
I can barely hear you. Maybe you need to turn up your volume.
We'll work on that, Prof, and get back to this conversation. Earlier, Chairman of the State Independent Electoral Commission, Mohammed Babao Kanla, presented certificates of return to the newly elected chairman, that's in Kwara, and their running mates. Presented the certificates at the commission office. He enumerated steps and modalities taken from the beginning of the processes till the election day, which he described as peaceful and orderly. The eventual declaration as winners, he added, shows the determination of the electorate to elect their choices. Now, following the announcement of the result of Saturday's local government election in Kwara, the two major political parties have expressed different opinions on the outcome. TVC's Ibrahim Alege has more.
It was the first time in 7 years that local government election would hold in Kwara State. At the end of the election, the Kwara State Independent Electoral Commission, KWASEC, declared the ruling All Progressives Congress as the winner of the election in all the 16 local government areas.
The All Progressive Congress, APC, has emerged victorious in all categories. Specifically, the APC has won in all the 16 local government areas, chairmanship position.
Dissatisfied with this result, some members of the opposition People's Democratic Party protested to the Kwara office in Ilorin.
Our election yesterday, September 21, conducted by Kwara State Independent Electoral Commission, and PDP won the 16 local government. Our 193 ward councillors, we won the Kwara to announce PDP as the bona fide winner of yesterday's election.
But the All Progressives Congress faulted the opposition's claim, describing it as false.
In one hand, you are claiming that there was no election, and in another hand, you are saying that you won. So you can see the discrepancy there. I was at my polling center, and I voted, and I saw so many other people voting. So I'll be surprised if someone come up today to say that there was no election.
In his reaction, the PDP chairmanship candidate in Offa local government, Lukman Salahuddin, said that no election took place in Offa, a claim that was faulted by the chairman-elect for the council, Suleiman Olatunji.
It is inconceivable that Kwara, in the broad daylight, will attempt to declare a winner in an election that was marred with irregularities. With no vote casted, counted, or announced in any collation center in the world, neither the local government collation center as prescribed by the law.
What do you expect from the PDP that did not prepare at all for the election? All they believe is their kind of rigging, propaganda, and all those things. But in APC, we know we are a truly progressive people. So we prepare for our election from the federal level to the state and at the local government, and we won.
At the meantime, Governor Abdulrazaq has congratulated the newly elected chairmen and councillors, describing their victories as well deserved. They are expected to be soon inaugurated to administer local councils. Ibrahim Alige, TVC News, Ilorin.
Seats in the state. Announcing the results, Chairman of the Commission, Professor Christian Ungo, revealed that the candidates of the PDP scored the highest number of votes cast in all the elective positions contested. He stated that the elections were largely peaceful and transparent and were conducted in accordance with the local government law of Enugu State. NSIC chairman, who commended Governor Peter Mba for being neutral in the council elections, described him as a true Democrat who believes in the autonomy of the local government.
NDCP, 7 votes. NUP, 6 votes. What? PPC, no. PDMP, 483 votes. PDP, 27,697 votes.
PDP won all the seats in the 17 local government areas. The councillorship results will be declared at the ward level.
Already have plans, partnership with the state government in these areas. The governor is building smart schools across all our wards, and in fact across the 260 wards in Enugu State. And I believe all these good works of the Peter Mba-led administration under the People's Democratic Party just reassured the people of the ability of the government to deliver democratic dividends to them.
The Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency says the water levels at the nation's critical stations along the River Benue is showing steady increases towards flood levels. According to NIHSA's head media and publicity, Loretta Samuel, the rise continues but at a flood preparedness level. The statement urges the 12 flood-prone states warned by the agency to put measures in place to contain or allow conveyance. It also appeals to Nigerians to clear their canals, drainages, and gutters to mitigate floods. Borno is still reeling with the impact of the devastating flood which was caused by the collapse of the Alau Dam Now, the management team of the T.Y. Danjuma Foundation, led by Gloria Danjuma, has paid a sympathy visit to the government and people of Borno over the disaster that displaced tens of thousands and affected over 1 million people. The foundation made a donation of 1 billion naira to support the victims. Governor Babangida Zulum on the spot commended T.Y. Danjuma for his continued contribution towards restoring Borno State. He described him as an icon worthy of emulation and promised to use the money judiciously for the purpose intended.
Head of service Borno State.
Over the recent flood disaster that has completely disrupted the socio-economic activities in the state. The disruption goes beyond that of socio-economic activities, but has also claimed the lives of several persons in Enugu. On behalf of the government and people of Borno State, I want to most sincerely appreciate this delegation for this sympathy and condolence visit. May Almighty Allah reward you abundantly.
I have brought a sympathy letter for you and the members of the council and the people of Borno State. I'd like. Thank you. Thank you so much. I have also been asked to present to you a donation of 1 billion naira. And please accept my father's condolences. He couldn't make it today due to ill health.
In the meantime, more than 200,000 victims taking refuge in